So we're going to talk about three-way flams. So if you have a normal flam, like a traditional flam, you're going to have the ghost note coming before the loud note. Very proper. But in a nutshell, a flam is just two things that don't quite come down at the same time. Like that could be a flam. And that could be on any two surfaces. All those were flams, but if you watch Benny Grubb play, he does something really cool where he does a three-way flam. So it's not just two drums coming down, but he adds the bass drum to it to make three drums. That can be a really cool sound. It's like really fat. And the note that draws your attention is that last note, right? So what he's doing a low note, and then a snare note. We can do the same thing, but we can do a hi-hat note, a hi-hat note, and a hi-hat. Same idea, just in a different way. That's something you could throw on as well. That's kind of similar to what I was doing at the beginning. Same idea. That can be a cool thing. And you can throw that in just as a one count thing if you want to emphasize count 4. Because again, a different timbre is going to draw your attention towards that part of the beat. So you can do that with two hands, but then you can also make this sound of a flam. You can do that with one hand if you're sliding from the hi-hat to the snare. Same sound. And then, to make it a three-way flam, you would add that hi-hat right before it. So you'd have. So that can be a cool idea too. But when we, like I talked about earlier, there's three ways in which we can close the hi-hat. And depending on how you do that, that can change the volume of the hi-hat. I can't get this gosh darn thing right. I'm fixing that the whole time. If we close it with the very top of our foot, right, it's not going to ring out. And you can almost hear each individual note. But if we do the opposite, like the flopping fish technique, they can get a cool like reverse reverb kind of sound. So that's, I'm going to start with the toe. I'm going to go to the middle, and then I'm going to do the heel. So here's the toe. Middle. Heel. That's my favorite part of like the whole book, because I think that's really cool. And that's not like something I came up with. Again, it's just like expanding off of what other people have done. You have to become obsessed with that thing, learn all about how they did it, why they did it, and kind of make it your own. So I watched Keith Carlock play a similar thing. Like he wouldn't close before, but he did that kind of slide between the two, and I thought that was really cool. So then I implemented closing the hi-hat before it, and then you have that three-way flam.